One of the most reoccurring comments I get on this channel is, Nick, why don't you just take minoxidil? I especially get that comment every time I make another video where I accentuate my hair loss by slicking it back with oil and putting it under a hat so it's all matted back. People say, why don't you just take minoxidil? So I feel like I make this video every 6 months, but I have so many new subscribers every 6 months that the newest batch hasn't seen the newest version of the video. So here you go. Here's the, what is this, January 2019 version of why don't I just take minoxidil? Ultimately for me, I see hair loss as a cosmetic issue that therefore causes certain psychological issues to come to the surface. But ultimately, I don't see it as a medical issue. I see it as a cosmetic issue. So for me, I don't want to use prescription drugs for something that's cosmetic. And I've noticed a lot of people who are very quick to endorse minoxidil or whatever kind of drug it is for hair loss. I've noticed this all or nothing mentality, that either you should go all the way and use all the drugs you can possibly take to stop hair loss, or, oh what, you're crazy, you don't use drugs at all? What if your kids were sick? What if you have a headache? You know, and for me, I feel like I live in reality right in the middle. I say, you know what, if I have a headache, I'm gonna take ibuprofen. If my kids are sick, I'm gonna take them to the doctor, we're gonna get them what they need. But as far as me paying money for a cosmetic issue that's already in my DNA and is completely natural and normal, for me, that crosses the line of an extreme that I just don't live. I'm a person who doesn't live in extremes, I feel. I feel I'm very middle of the road about everything. I don't want to identify with one extreme over the other. In the same way, as you all know, I'm a libertarian. I will never allow myself to be labeled as a Republican or a Democrat because I'm neither. I'm neither of both. I agree and disagree with half of each of them, but I'm not one or the other. And in the same way, I'm not an extremist who says, hey, big pharma, drugs, yeah, sure, take as many drugs. It's okay, don't worry about it. And I'm also not the guy who doesn't use drugs at all as far as if I'm sick or whatever. I'm just middle of the road. But for me, it's also about the money. I don't want to pay money to try to save a cosmetic issue that's already natural. So that's why I want. I know that there's a misunderstanding that a lot of people think that I personally am trying to stop my hair loss or that my hair loss bothers me. But what a lot of people don't realize is this channel is catering to an audience who is wanting to do that themselves. And so there's this miscommunication going on. But Nick, I thought you were on our side. I thought you were trying to stop hair loss. You did the rosemary oil for 2 years. Yeah, I did that as an experiment for all the people watching. But Nick, what about BRB shampoo? You're still using that, right? Absolutely I am, as an experiment for everyone watching. Because I understand that where I'm at with my hair loss is on a different end of the spectrum than other people. And it's a matter of me catering to everybody on that spectrum wherever they are. I've got plenty of people who aren't even balding who watch my videos quite faithfully. So it's a matter of making sure there's something there for everyone. But as far as me using minoxidil to try to save my hair, ultimately the fundamental issue is I'm not trying to actually save my hair. For me, I want the human experience, I want the humility of going bald in real time and seeing what that's like and being able to overcome it, because I think there's certain advantages that come with embracing aging, embracing your DNA. And I think there's an advantage of it. Even if you unfortunately are one of the people who are going to go bald sooner in life, there are absolutely undeniable advantages that come to that guy, because he has to depend on other things to be confident and attractive. And perhaps those are actually more valuable than the guy who's depending on his hair and worried that he's going to lose his hair. The guy who's lost his hair has already lost it. He's already faced his fear. So yeah, I have no intentions on using drugs or wanting to push that. And one more reason, and then that's the end of the video, one more reason why I'm not big on minoxidil or drugs, whatever, Propecia, all that stuff, is because YouTube has it set up where if I mention minoxidil or Propecia in the title, they demonetize the video. I can't make any money from any ads that show before it. I don't know why that is. So now I'm wondering, what do I call this video? How do I help the audience know what it's about without saying the word? Because if I say the word minoxidil or Propecia or anything like that, then I won't make any money from the ads. That's a tough one, which is another reason why there's no incentive for me to talk about those things. I really don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but you can leave a comment right here.